What's up, Twitter world? What's going on, millennial men? We got Coach Corey 3 out here on a beautiful walk this Friday morning. Wanted to go live, show you guys around some of the landscape. It's good to get outside first thing in the morning, go for a walk, run, jog, exercise, lift weights. This is something I got away from for a while, and because my life got out of balance. But when you get back into balance, you remember and you learn how important it is to have a successful routine, a successful morning routine especially. So, want to give you some tips on that. And then talk about sales for a real quick bit, because I kind of want to enjoy some of this nature and more quietness before I head back to start work. What's going on? Who's on? Drop a comment. It's always cool. Getting back in my video grind too. Trying to do a little bit more of that. Just documenting and sharing how my story goes and stuff. My daily life and how my story's been, I should say. Been at this stuff for about 5 years now. So you kind of get a hang of how, what works and what doesn't work. So if that's value to you, then definitely awesome, sweet, cool. Just got basically a payment notification. That's a good way to start the Friday. If you guys don't know what I do as a coach and an online leader, I help my clients grow their Twitter followings to the extreme. I help you grow your Twitter following fast and big and targeted. And I do that through, manual effort. And, that's, you can hear in the distance, I think it must be about 7 o'clock. There's always, I love that. There's an alarm that goes off, some kind of an alarm. I live close to a military base in Tucson, and that's pretty sweet. I think that's what that is. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, on my walk, I remember this thought. There's this guy online, right? He does a lot of videos, kind of like me, but they're just more about positive vibes. And I won't say any name or whatever. He's got great stuff, great content, good dude. And so I pitched him a lot, because anybody, if you know me, if anybody I come across online, if I haven't pitched you already, then I just haven't gotten to you yet. If you want to make money online, eventually you got to learn how to pitch. There's nothing wrong at all about that. There's nothing wrong at all about pitching. It's the approach and the way you go about it. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that, because I think that I'm going to get away from these yappy dogs. I think that a lot of people have this horrible misconception about sales, especially if you're brand new, because I used to be that way. When I was in sales at the beginning, I literally used to think I cannot, not really I cannot, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I used to be more confused about sales and how business worked. I thought that, there's deception involved more often than not. And the reality is it's not. It's just some people are greedy. Some people are deceptive. Hey, what's going on, Rebecca? Good morning. And it doesn't have to be that way. I just wanted to say. So anyway, this guy, he always got defensive when I pitched him. Hey, would you need a tool? Are you interested in a marketing tool? Are you interested in this? Yada yada. Would you like help with your, growing your Twitter following, etc. And it's okay when people say no. That's not the problem. But I try to notice how people say no. If you come across as really defensive to a simple question, because I don't go out and pitch just what I do. Here's the secret, my friends, the way that you pitch keeps cutting out. Well, we'll have to. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it stops. So, but thank you. It's a good tip. So, the way that you pitch is you ask questions. The way that you can sell all day long is you form your business or your product into a question form that invites your prospect instead of pukes on them. A lot of people puke on them. They just throw up, hey, you need to do this. And it's like, no, I don't need to do that. That's never going to work. Like, first off, you have no relationship with me. And second off, I just don't care about what you're saying. Like, so first, you got to build that bridge. You got to build that relationship. And then secondly, just realize that sales isn't bad. Some people in sales are bad, but salesmen aren't bad universally, right? If you want to go out and be a good sales dude, like myself, I'll say that, is when I sell and when I fulfill my service, I go above and beyond. I try my very best. I deliver on what I sell. I keep my promises to the best of my ability. So I can sell myself easily. I believe in myself because I know I'm doing a good deed. I'm doing good stuff. Versus some other people, it's not always the case. They're really in it more for the money, but not everyone is that way. So look at yourself. If you happen to be someone that is, it's not really a good environment. There's a person over there, and all these dogs are annoying. Not the best place to shoot a video. That's the tip of the day, right? Don't shoot videos wherever there's a bunch of annoying, barking, yapping dogs. But anyway, look, if you're defensive, if you got something against salespeople, you gotta check that out and see what the deal is. Because if that's the case, and you're in sales and you're trying to be successful with sales, it's going to be very challenging if you got what is the word? If you got incongruent, if you got a belief, if you got some kind of belief about sales being negative and salesmen being out, sleazy and greedy out to get you just for your money, that's a belief that you hold. That's not always the case about most people in sales. So anyway, the point, that's the story of the video today is, and a lot of times if you are defensive, if you come across like, no, I'm never, like this guy was like, no, dude, I'm never going to buy. Thinking, okay, I got your point, but why not say it in a nicer way? Why not, and if you're all about positive vibes, why not say it in a different way? And some people got, they got their walls up, right? They got their boundaries up to online sales, to people networking and stuff online. So it just makes me wonder, if that is the case, a lot of times it means you got an issue with sales yourself. You got a problem with, being sold, and understanding proper marketing. And if you got an issue with that, it's going to be hard for you to sell appropriately. A lot of people are, they always say, and I'm trying to keep it real, right? I'm not saying this to dig at anybody, to this guy. I'm just saying this to bring up an important topic. Look, if you got a product that you actually want to sell, if you got a service that's good, then you, first off, you got to have congruent beliefs about it. You got to really believe in it and what you're doing. And the other thing is, I lost my train of thought for a second. Sorry about that, guys. The other thing is, if you got people that are defensive and you got some kind of belief against sales, like sales is bad, it's just universally bad, it's going to be really hard to succeed with it. If you think, I'm just going to go online, and a lot of people have this false concept where I'm going to make content and the sales are just going to come to me. The whole build it and they will come thing is false, right? It's just not true. Build it and they will come if you market and advertise and network your ass off. That's the only way it works. You don't just go out and make content and then start making sales. Trust me, I used to blog all the time. Back in 2013, 2014, I did over 300 blog posts, and I might have made some sales from those blogs, but not very many. right? And that's almost a year's worth of content. And the point was, because I was just putting out content and then sharing it, but I wasn't making sales off it, right? So anyway, if you guys are doing that and expecting sales, you're setting yourself up for failure. You got to realize that sales come down to certain activities that don't include just creating and disseminating content, if that's the right word, or putting it all over the place. I don't know if that's the right word, but it comes down to properly networking. And if you've got some messed up ideas about sales, do some introspection, get that shit fixed, because it's going to be difficult. It's going to be challenging. You got to be able to go out and close and ask people for their money confidently and ethically. Otherwise, it's going to be a really difficult challenge. So I'm going to leave it at that. Across the street here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great Friday and amazing weekend. As always, stay motivated.